Hey, it's Brad. So, I haven't really put a whole lot of thought into any of this, but I'm out of time, so I'm just going to rip with it. One of the things that I couldn't wrap my head around as a kid was sealed information. And specifically, I got mundane applications. I'm talking biblically, specifically like in Revelation. You're talking about the seven seals and the book and all those. But the concept of, why would it make sense for even when, all truth is known, all knowledge come to light, why would it make sense for something to still be sealed? And like three things come to mind. You've got the perspective lock, where it's like private information, personal information, something that's unique to you, something that it only makes sense, it's only appropriate for you to experience. That being said, that's the sort of thing where Facebook, everything else is moving towards being able to share fuller and richer experiences with people. So the perspective lock would just be kind of a encoding of, if you are aligned with this in such a way, and that translates to, if you understand the requisite context, then that data is readable for you. It's pretty straightforward crypto concepts. Another sealed information reason, say it's incomplete so far. There's not all the data there, and incomplete data would be dangerous or wrong, or whatever the fallout would be from that. And similarly, there's some information that in given context is dangerous. And there's obvious things like state secrets, missile code kind of stuff. Things that everybody can understand why you would want those to be hidden from any sort of scrying. But and that extends onto, like in the book The Circle and then movie, which had some higher hopes for it, but it wasn't bad. But one of the tropes there is kind of a sci-fi projection prophecy of absolute transparency, absolute openness. Well, if you have that, then there kind of aren't secrets, but you could work around it with things like that perspective lock. But while malice and hatred, to the extent of dehumanization, which is pretty much necessary to be able to enact harm on another human without disordered thinking and brain processes on whatever level. Imagine information, or like the classic Monty Python sketch of the joke, the funniest joke's too funny for someone to hear it and live. And so there's like reading the joke to each other over like war lines in the language that they don't understand, so they don't get exposed to it. Well, it's sealed information could be something detrimental, hazardous to a situation that's necessary to continue in a being really general, because it applies to so many things. But in general, information that being brought to light would do more harm than good is beneficial to be sealed. When that condition is no longer the case, it is more beneficial for that to be unsealed. And so then it just becomes kind of a slow dance moving towards, preparation for whatever context change that is, and preparation for transition when that context is complete. And by observing bits and pieces of steps forward, you can just put all these little stepping stones together and end up making progress. But anytime somebody decides to capitalize and exploit the opportunity and set up a stumbling block instead, well, not only are you doing more harm than good overall, end up doing more harm than good to yourself, and you just wasted the nice stone. Just seems irresponsible.